台积电目前仍在继续举办第2季的线上法说会，来看现场的最新情形。
So of time, we'll take questions from the last 2 participants, please.
Yes. Now the line is open to Laura Chen from Citi.
Hi. Thank you for taking my question, gentlemen, and also congratulations for the strong performance. I'm just wondering that with the decent free cash flow increase in the recent quarter, and I believe that next year will be a decent year for TSMC to grow. So is there any opportunity for TSMC to consider increase the cash dividends in the near future? And how do you view the balancing the capital allocation between shareholder returns and also the continued investment in the advanced technology like a 2 and 3 nanometer? That's my first question.
Okay, thank you, Laura. So Laura's first question is related around, her question really is looking at our free cash flow generation, noting that it continues to increase, and then with next year being a healthy, good year, you should continue to grow. So her question is there room, or how do we see the cash dividend as related to free cash flow? And also, I think Laura, really her question was also a balance sheet ramification. How do we balance the shareholder return interest set against what Cece said, a capital-intensive industry and CapEx? So 2 parts to it. First on the cash dividend, and then sort of on the balance sheet management.
Right, Laura. Certainly, dividends. Our dividend policy, as we said before, is sustainable and steadily increasing. It's steadily increasing when we are harvesting the investment that is made in the past. And as the free cash flow increase, that means we are harvesting the investment in the past. So it's going to be steadily increasing. That's for the dividends. Balance sheet, we are the primary objective of our using our balance sheet or our cash resources is organic growth. So that will bring our shareholders the biggest return. And then whatever the free cash flow is left, then we will return part of those to our shareholders. That's always our policy.
Okay, yeah, that's very consistent. But I think given our rich cash flows generating capabilities, and also, I mean, we can probably be able to harvest. So I think investors are kind of expecting the dividends increase gradually. Yeah, and also my second question is about our Foundry 2.0 model that has been discussed since last time. But could you share more details on how the Foundry 0.2 is being implemented, and from different aspects like the traditional logic foundry business and advanced packaging, and also maybe the IDM's customers? Can you give us kind of an idea what will be the a growth outlook for different kind of segmentation in that new definition?
Okay, so Laura, your second question is on Foundry 2.0. So I think her question is looking at the different components of this. She's asking if we can provide a growth outlook for the different components, such as the logic, wafer manufacturing, advanced packaging segment, IDM segment, et cetera, the growth outlooks for each specific one.
Right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, Laura, I think, again, in this Foundry 2.0, among the content inside, the leading process nodes, advanced packaging has much stronger growth. And on those mature nodes and conventional packaging, that is not so rosy as advanced packaging and leading process node. Did that answer your question?
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Laura. Operator, can we move on to the last participant, please?
Yes, the last one to ask question, Richie from Daiwa.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for taking my questions. So a very quick one from me. The first one, can you update the forecast for this year's global semiconductor revenue as memory? I remember you were talking about around 10% growth. So can you give us a new update and also share with us a preliminary outlook for next year?
Okay, so Rick's question is really, can we provide an update to our forecast for whether it's semiconductor excluding memory industry growth and Foundry 2.0 for 2024 first? Yeah.
Well, our forecast stays the same, very similar to what we said the last time. Of course, TSMC's growth is a little bit better than the last time we estimate. But overall, the whole industry is almost the same as we said in last quarter.
Yeah, and then the second part of Rick's question, then what about next year?
Well, we continue to say that it's too early to make a comment on 2025's growth outlook, but we are going to share with you in the next quarter's earning release, okay?
All right, thank you so much. It's a little question as a follow-up, the second one. Can you share with us your CoWoS capacity build-up for this year and next year? I know you guys seem to have revised it up several times, so can you share us the latest one?
Okay.
Yeah, so Rick's second question then is to update on our CoWoS capacity plan for both 2024 and 2025 to the extent that we can share.
Okay, Rick. In fact, we are putting a lot of effort to increase the capacity of the CoWoS. Roughly, let me share with you. Today's situation is our customers' demand far exceed our ability to supply. So even we work very hard and increase the capacity by about more than two times as this year compared with last year, and probably double again, but still not enough. But anyway, we are working very hard to meet the customers' requirement.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Rick. Thank you, everyone. This concludes our Q&A session. Before we conclude today's conference, please be advised that the replay of the conference will be accessible within 30 minutes from now, and the transcript will become available 24 hours from now, both of which you can find and are available through TSMC's website at www.tsmc.com. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We hope everyone continues to be well, and we hope to see you again, and you will join us again next quarter. Goodbye, and have a good day.